Hi, I'm Christy and welcome to Tuesdays at 1. Today we are going to be making a keychain made out of fabric. So since it's summertime, I thought a fun summer keychain would be an ice cream cone. So for Tuesdays at 1, you do get a free supply kit. So if you signed up, you should have your kits by now. If you didn't sign up, you can certainly still join us. You're just going to have to make an ice cream cone template and have some fabric of your choice. So in the kit you will have an ice cream cone. I have already cut mine out. And again, if this isn't the desired size, you're welcome to create whatever you would like. But I do have a template in there and I have cut mine out with paper scissors. So using the fabric scissors that we have labeled, you are then going to cut the cone out. Now you'll need 2 pieces. I'm choosing to use felt so it will be a little bit stronger. You're going to place your on there your template, and you can either pin it, you can hold it, or you can tape it down. I also have provided you some different fabric for your cones. If this isn't something that you guys like, you're welcome to use whatever scrap fabric you have. Everybody has scrap fabric, so this is a good way to recycle what you have at the house. I am going to also include in your kit a little bit of like foam, not foam, material here that's a little bit more thick. If you don't have something like that, you can also use a piece of felt. This is just going to give a little bit more sturdy in the center, so when you use your keys, it's not going to always bend. Interfacing would be nice. If you have that, you can iron and make it even more stiff. With this craft, it's actually quite fun because all ages can actually do it. You don't have to sew it. If you have a machine, you can sew it by machine. You can sew it by hand, which I'm going to choose to do, or you can get some fabric glue and glue it together. So all ages, all abilities can do this. It's fun, you can make it yours, and I think it'll be kind of cool. Remind everybody some ice cream in summer. So first thing first, cut out your template, and then you're going to place it down. And I did not bring up straight pins, so I'm just going to go ahead and tape mine down a little bit. And then take it, make sure you have both sides. And just cut it out. And I know it seems rather small, but I don't know, I don't think you want it to be rather large on your keys. All that weight on your ignition as well. So, got my cone cut out. And the next step is going to be your topping. And again, if you don't like what we have provided for you, you're welcome to use any scrap material. The pieces are actually rather small. Lay it down again. And you want to either tape it, hold it, or pin it in place and cut that out. Once you have your ice cream cone top cut out, that's now when I'm going to be cutting the felt for the inside. Same thing, I just put the piece that I've already cut out on top of it and then cut around for the correct shape. Now if this happens to be a little larger than your actual template, don't worry about it. You can always trim it up before you actually start sewing it. And then you're going to put your 2 pieces, the felt in the center, the other piece on the outside, and then this is when your part where you're going to either glue it or you're going to hand sew it or sew it with a sewing machine. And I'm just going to do a simple back stitch around it. So I do have some thread and I have a needle, and there's my needle. And I'm going to start sewing the cone. This might be difficult to see on the camera. I don't know if you can see it or not. The stitching, you just want to make sure that when your thread is up on top, you're pushing through the same way, unless you want it to come around the outside edge. So since the string is now on the bottom, I'm going to take the needle and push up through the same direction and pull until tight. It's now on top. I'm going to take it and push back down through. Keep it in line so it stays nice and neat. And by the way, when I threaded this off camera, I did so because I never get it on the first try. Today I did. So there you go, success. And keep going all the way around your cone. You want to make sure the white felt, if you have brown felt, that would even be more fantastic, but we had white. And you just want to keep going. So if you can see the bottom, I don't know if you can see that little bit of white poking through. You want to make sure that stays shut so you don't see it sticking out the side. And just keep going up. You can see this side still open, kind of like an Oreo cookie. This side is complete. You don't see any of the white inside anymore. And we're just going to continue closing it up. Next, for the cone, I actually switched mine over to the green and white gingham. I think it's really cute, and plus you guys can see it a little bit better. So you got the fabric, you've got the felt, and then you've got the fabric piece. And I'm just using embroidery floss. And I'm going to take 2 strands of it to make a total of 4, because I actually am choosing purposely a different color green because I want to be able to see the stitching going around the cone top. It's up to you if you want to do that, or if you're gluing it, or how you're going to do it. But each of these embroidery flosses come with 6. Just separate the amount that you want, pull it through, and then you're left with the 2 pieces. And then thread and begin sewing. Before you go all the way around the top of your ice cream, it's important to take a little bit of your fabric, kind of like a little strip. It's got to be double, because this is where you will attach your keychain. So if you want it top or bottom, before you go all the way around, if you already went all the way around and forgot this step, it's okay, just attach it to the back. This will be your top of your cone. So it's a cute little keychain. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next week for Tuesdays at 1. Thanks. Bye-bye.